What's up, True Magazine? I'm Chuck D. I'm very happy to be in the Twin Cities. Y'all are very warm to me, even in the coldest temperatures in the country.
All right. Now, I know you're starving, so we're going to get started.
Nah, we ain't. I mean,
we got to get it going.
We get it going.
You were once quoted as saying that rap was CNN for black people.
Yeah, that's giving CNN too much credit.
Right. Now, how true is that, today? Or do you still believe in that statement?
No, I've enhanced it. I mean, ever since the turn of the century, traveling 85 countries all over the world, hip-hop is a cultural, worldwide religion. And that's, cultural religion.
Yes.
So, yeah, all over the world. So, I've been a part of a group that's probably been in more countries than any other rap group. So we've done that for 25 years.
Okay. What has that cultural religion had to do with Barack Obama being reelected?
Well, it was one of those yes I can type of attitudes of saying that you can actually go to do different things other than being an athlete or entertainer. You can aspire to greater heights by your mind, body, and your soul being able to sing.
Okay. Love it.
You especially showing young people that there's other things out there when you're black. So my inspiration, being older than the president, happens to be like that brother. If he gets tired, I mean, all that he does, I got no excuse to say I'm tired.
Okay.
Just imagine, right?
Okay.
Like, yo.
Right, I'm tired. I can't do it.
Yeah, I can't. I got to think about him when I get tired.
Okay, that's wonderful inspiration.
Yeah.
Now, a lot of the youngsters don't know what you did for the citizens of Arizona, and coming up with, Martin Luther King's holiday coming. What does that mean for you? And when that holiday comes, do you think back on that and just kind of talk to the young people about how monumental that was?
Hip hop's my military, so I'm of service. And our service as grown folks is to be able to make it understood and better for young folks. So I don't blame young people for not knowing. Old folks got to fill the gap to teach them. I mean, you gotta really fight to teach. So we can't accept that young people don't know, and so therefore, we leave it at that. I think there's never been an area of 25 to 50 powerless black adults like we have today, but we need to kind of step up, because from 0 to 25, they need all the guidance and help that we can give them.
Yeah, that's absolutely true. And I think it's wonderful that you guys are really doing this tour and keeping the music alive and continuing to educate and showing that, you're still here. You're here. We got to come out. We got to do our part. Now, you talked about the black people, staying and giving the information. Now, I want to talk about the black family, the couple. In your language, how does the black woman support the black man today?
Well, the black man seriously has to be able to not be individualized. They have to be more of a collective, because I realize that, fatherless black women have really led to a decay of our structure as well. So women's recognition of what a black man should be has been really kind of like skewered. I think black men, when we're together in positive spaces, it helps young black men and young black boys see something that they have to gravitate to. There's one thing in the Latino community, because they're ostracized from a lot of working environments, they're held on the outside because they might not be documented. They do a lot of menial tasks together, and they work together. They work together, they eat together, and so you see a lot of Latino men in packs like 10 or 12 deep because they work together. So their boys come up and they see that their fathers out posse and outnumber them, so they fall in line with that. Although they might have gangs themselves, but they don't seem to outnumber the men. When it comes down to black men, number one, when you take self-empowerment away and the area of being able to work for self and do for self, and knowing that we ain't gonna get the jobs anyway, then all kinds of other areas black men fall into that take them off into the prison industrial complex. Sometimes they say, well, I'm gonna go into the military and then be scattered still from their family. So with all of that distraction and disillusionment, when it comes down to bonding with the woman, who 9/10 of the time is at least groomed by their mother, or at least they have the contact with their mother. It's just that void that really hurts when they come together. I mean, one of the tragedies just a couple of days ago was just like what happened in Kansas City. You know, the football player gets mad. His girl, you know, goes out. He gets mad. He can't control himself so much that, you know, he kills her because of
And now their child doesn't have a mother or a father.
without people saying, sit them down and say, you know what, this is, you know, so in order for the black man and black woman to get together, they have to be solid in themselves. I mean, anybody get together, you got to be 100% of yourself before you say, all right. I mean,
Give me to you. You don't know who you are.
Yeah, that's the biggest fallacy. It's like, you know, I need them so I can be complete. You should be a complete person coming into a complete person, making a complete union.
Absolutely. Now, on a lighter note, talking about relationships.
This is a lighter note? That wasn't light?
A little bit. You know, we're transitioning. But to be with Flav, you know, we see the two of you and it just appears that it's, you know, this opposites attract kind of thing.
Nah, ain't no opposites attract.
Okay, so tell
like
us
we
what
all
is
come from
it?
the same town.
Okay.
And everybody got a Flavor Flav in their family.
Okay.
One, not two. Everybody. You know you got a Flavor Flav in your family.
I got some Flavor Flavs. I do.
We try to minimize.
Sometimes I might need a Flavor Flav.
There you go.
You know?
So we're selling people that we're all not cookie cutter. We all work together and we all have different personalities and different flavors about ourselves as the family.
I love it.
And that's how Public Enemy has always been.
I love it. Well, I thank you so much for your time. I have to say that it's an honor to be sitting here because for me, watching you when I was much younger, it was
you ain't 19, girl.
I'm not. It was a very first experience for me of what activism was in a positive way. You know what I mean? Like to see you.
But I don't think there's negative activism.
I mean, not necessarily negative, but where it wasn't, you know, it was something that empowered you immediately when you saw it.
That's the job of an adult.
Yes.
You get up in the morning, and if you were over 25 years old, you 30 years old, your first responsibility you say was like, you know what, I gotta go wash. Somebody gotta tell you gotta go wash. I mean, come on now. It's like, come on now.
Right.
Same thing with voting. I tell people, I said, voting in this country, if you've grown, whether your belief is this or belief is that, I mean, sometimes it's essential because if you pay attention to your history, our people fought and died for that. So the system is cracked, the government is cracked, but what does that got to do with you at least being able to be a complete person in your mind and being a responsible adult? This is the soundtrack of the tour, and it opens up into those old school flyers. I mean, the posters go back to like how they used to be in the 60s. Jerry Butler and people like that. I'm a big Jerry Butler fan.
I thank you. I mean, in closing, just tell us, what do we have to expect tonight? What are we going to?
You ain't seen nothing like it.
Okay.
You probably won't see anything like it until it continues to come back because it's something that's done like a old 60s and Motown Review or the Fresh Bass. And I'm hosting, I'm bringing artists on. We do a social network and it's a great combination of commitment, technology, and performance.
All right. How do they follow you on Twitter?
Mr. Chuck D, MrChuckD, and email me at chuckd@publicenemy.com. If you don't remember that, you don't need to have it.
All right, this is AP with True Magazine, Chuck D, and we're out.
Thank you. Chuck D, Public Enemy, bringing the noise right here. Minneapolis, #1, True Magazine, but not just staying here in the Twin Cities, St. Paul and Minneapolis, but also going around the world, on the World Wide Web. All right, peace.